you to react?
Well, I think you'd have to be deeply disappointed then, because they have stated, I listened to Treasury Secretary Geithner on the news tonight, and obviously Mr. Bernanke yesterday emphatically declaring that nationalization of the U.S. banking system or even major banks is off the table. And in fact, I would argue that that what the Treasury said today is we are ring-fencing 19 major financial institutions, and we will underwrite them at almost any potentially open-ended cost, which is disconcerting. But nonetheless, that seems to be the well, underwrite them without getting anything in exchange for it. so an even better deal, an even better deal. But I think that to the same point, I think that the American, well, I'll give you a personal experience to the banking system. I don't know, my sister, I have a sister who lives in Dallas. She has nothing to do with financial markets, and I talked to her a few days ago, and she said, I don't see what the big problem is. I know how to fix the banking system. Line them all up against the wall. That is the prevailing attitude, and I think I hope what Mr. Obama was doing was allowing an opportunity to vent. National vent. We're pissed. Of course, we have to move forward because we can't have an economic recovery, but you have to allow the venting process to occur. But I think that I think the challenge, as you say, about for the American public is they're not comfortable philosophically with the idea of pre-privatizing, nationalizing, whatever it is you want to call it, and it's going to take us a while to get there, and that's the risk, that we drag this out for some period of time as we debate philosophically. I do believe, I don't think there's any bipartisanship going on. I think Mr. Obama took the mantle and said, those who would like to follow can follow. Those who don't follow will be on their own. And if
I'm successful, you're going to get it.
Well, and by the way, I have the American public with me, and you do not have them with you. Now, that's a perspective, but...
Okay, I'm going to let you out.
The bipartisanship. I mean, I'm rather skeptical about how politicians work. I think there's one or two people who have earpieces, and there's tracking polls going on just to see how it was going. When they found he was doing really well, all of a sudden these people stood up. Everybody else knew it was time to stand up. I mean, this is just I'm going to be on the right side at the right time. I mean, I wouldn't trust them in those contexts. That's not the test.